Textbook review, take 1. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Asy Syifa Aulia Rahmah. I'm from class 4D of English Education Department in UIN Syarif Hidayatullah, Jakarta. So today, I'm going to review another book, but the book is not a novel, and the book that I will review today is a textbook, or the specific is a reference book. The title is Poisonous Parenting, a toxic relationship between parents and their adult children. So first of all, I'm going to explain about the books. So like what I have said before, this book's types is a reference book, and the title is Poisonous Parenting, a toxic relationship between parents and their adult children, by Shea M. Dunham, Shannon B, Dermer, and also Jon Carlson. And this book is published on New York 2011 by Routledge Publisher. And also this book contains 253 pages with 12 chapters. So without any further ado, let's go to the review. Okay everyone, so I'm going to explain about the book chapters one by one. So the first chapters, the title is Poisonous Parenting. It describes about the definitions of poisonous parenting, which is as chronic toxicity at a dose level that will eventually severely impair the parent-adult-child relationships. And then next, we have chapter 2. The title is Compassionate Parenting, the Antidote to Poisonous. So this chapter talks about an antidote to poison in compassionate parenting can be done with a structural family therapy approach called the softer and harder side of the hierarchy, where parents do things that are soothing, which provide pleasure, reassurance, affection, nurture, and empathy for children, and at the same time they are able to develop rules, boundaries, enforce, create security, and also provide for their children. And the next chapter, we have chapter 3. The title is Parental Presence, an interpersonal neurobiology approach to healthy relationship between adults and their parents. So this chapter talks about interpersonal neurobiological approaches to healthy relationship between adults and parents, such as the presence of parents, system thinking, and know when to hold them, also know when to fold them. And the next chapters, there is chapter 4, and the title is A Brain-Based Understanding from the Cradle to the Grave. So actually, this chapter discusses about the extraordinary result of the interactions of these powerful forces determines the initial capacity to form bonds between the brain, nerves, and feelings, whereby our bodies and minds work together to create harmony and conformity, or discord and dissonance from the cradle to the grave. Also next, we have chapter 5. The title is Creating Secure Attachment, a model for creating healthy relationship. So this chapter talks about a model for creating healthy relationship in creating secure attachment, such as adult romantic relationship, by knowing how to behave when things going right or wrong. Next chapters, there is chapter 6, and the title is Couple Relationship. So this chapters talks about the definitions about couple relationships, which is a relationship that couple has, where it can be a romantic and healthy relationship, or a toxic and unhealthy relationship. but poisonous couples are a daily reality that has a significant impact on both themselves and other family members, both in the short and long term. Next, we have chapter 7, and the title is Father-Son Relationships. So actually, these chapters discuss about how father-son's relationship is going. So this relationship is so unique and complicated that when the boys were little, they idolized their father and made him proud. But when they start to get older, they start to observe their father's behaviors and actions from their perspective and hate something from their fathers that doesn't fit their mindset. And chapter 8, the title is Disconnection and Parenting, a Relational Cultural Perspective. So this chapter actually focus on mother-daughter relationship because this relationship becomes toxic when mothers and daughter blame each other. A girl who feels that her mother has scolded her too often that she is taking care of her child so that she does not get the freedom she deserves. The next chapters, there is chapter 9. The title is Addressing Poisonous Parenting Within the African American Community, a System Approach. So, toxic parenting in the African American community is predominantly racial, and it's strongly recommended that a multi-system approach includes individuals, a subset of family members, extended families, ethnic group, church group, or in the case of poor family, social service organizations, as well as providing a framework to conceptualize and work across generations. And chapter 10, the title is Honor Thy Parents, a religious perspective on poisonous parenting. So these chapters discuss about a poisonous parenting from religious perspective. Which is complicated because it confuses children on several levels, such as self-identity, attachment to parents, and God concept, because this will have serious implications in the development of children throughout developmental stages. And chapter 11, the title is Saving Oneself, Forgiving the Poisonous Parents as an Act of Kindness to Oneself and Future Generations. So, in this chapter, we must restore the poisonous feelings of love and thirst to our parents. In addition, we also need time to let go of everything. As such, it has the possibility to help individuals, their future relationship, and even the toxic parents who are responsible for the pain. And the last chapters, or chapter 12, the title is Helping Clients Become Compassionate Parents, Partners, and Friends. So this chapter requires assistance in helping the relationship between toxic parents and children by identifying and understanding their destructive cycles to heal attachment wounds and increase the emotional availability of toxic parents. So everyone, that's all what I have explained to you about the books chapters one by one, and next we're going to the books review or my opinions about this book. Well, actually, I really like this book because this is so interesting, and each chapters from this book has many explanations and has many examples to help the readers understand easily from this book. But there is one thing that I don't like, or maybe it's I don't like from this book, because this book using so many idioms and also unfamiliar dictionary, so that I find it difficult to read and understand it without the help from dictionary. And my suggestion for this book is, if this book changed the language to be a little easier, then this book will be very good, because like what I have said before, this book so many explanations and so many examples from each others in, but it's a bit unfortunate if the language is quite difficult. Well, I think just that's all what I have to say today, and thank you so much for watching my video presentation or my video review, and see you in the next video. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.